God's private place, the Shepherd's Cocktail Lake, the hidden paradise of Kanas in Xinjiang, China, is home to ancient glaciers and lakes. It is a secluded haven comparable to the beauty of Yili, a place where visitors never want to leave. Altai of Xinjiang, it located at the southern tip of China's vast territory. It is quite distant for most people, with a straight line distance of over 3,500 kilometers from most eastern cities. Its geographical location is also unique, situated at the convergence of China, Russia, Kazakhstan, and Mongolia. The Altai Mountains stretch across its northern region, separating the Mongolian Plateau from the West Siberian Plain. The Kazakh Hills and the Janggar Basin, four major geographical units. Almaty is located in the transitional zone, where these four units meet. Its northern part belongs to the Altai Mountains, while its southern side is part of the second largest basin in China, the Janggar Basin. The Altai Mountains can be considered the soul of Almaty, as everything here is closely connected to them. Why is this so? In Xinjiang, China, there are two wetland areas. One is the Yili River Valley, known as the Jiangnan of the western regions, and the other is Altai at the foot of the Altai Mountains. The moist air currents from the Atlantic Ocean, traveling thousands of miles across the Eurasian continent, reach Xinjiang in a weakened state, blocked by the Tianshan Mountains. They create upslope rainfall, resulting in the formation of the Yili River Valley. Similarly, the upslope rainfall, formed by the obstruction of the Altai Mountains, shapes Xinjiang's Altai region. These mountains store abundant water resources and give rise to numerous snowfields and glaciers. The rivers converge and flow down along 72 valleys of the Altai Mountains, nourishing vast stretches of alluvial plains and creating numerous oases. These rivers sustain towns such as Habhaba, Berjinbaitan, and Fuyun in the Altai region. Eventually, these rivers merge to form the Irtysh River. It is the only river in China that flows into the Arctic Ocean, with a total length of over 4,000 kilometers. It is one of the world's 10 longest rivers, traversing the entire West Siberian Plain. Within Russian territory it is known as the Obi River, and it ultimately merges into the Arctic Ocean through the Kara Sea in the Obi Bay. Now let's take a closer look at the Altai region. First, we will venture into the northern part, the Altai Mountains. The grandeur of Almaty is largely centered around this mountain range. What we see now is the convergence point of China, Russia, and Mongolia. The main peak of the Altai Mountains, Mount Friendship, stands at an elevation of over 4,300 meters. Although it may not be as towering as other snow-capped mountains in China, its higher latitude results in a lower snow line and extensive glaciers spanning over 2 kilometers, making it the largest glacier in the Altai Mountains. The melting snow and glacier water flow down the valleys, converging to form a wide lake not far downstream, called Lake Echo. Most people may have never heard his name before. Here, to this day, the most primitive ecological environment is preserved. Continuing downstream along the river, crossing valleys covered in cold Siberian forests. Not far ahead, we will arrive in the Altai region. The most renowned destination is Kanas, which is also highly representative of the entire Xinjiang region. It is like a crescent moon, nestled in the heartland of the Altai Mountains. From the pristine white glaciers at the foot of Mount Friendship, it has transformed into this vast and blue lake. The wonders of nature are truly remarkable. Moon Bay, enveloped in a thin mist, further accentuates the gracefulness of Kanas. Within the Altai Mountains, our ethnic minority compatriots are also widely distributed. In the valley to the east of Kanas lies Himu village, a mysterious tufa village hailed as a sacred sanctuary. Every autumn, the forests turn into a vibrant display of colors, creating a dreamlike atmosphere. And when winter arrives, the snow blankets the wooden houses in silver, giving the impression of stepping into a fairy tale world. Legend has it that Himu village represents the gentlest side of the Altai Mountains, on the western side of Kanas. In another representative village called Haba village, which is still inhabited by the Tuva people, it is renowned as the first village in the northwest and the first village on the border. It is only 1.5 kilometers away from Kazakhstan and has been recognized as one of China's 8 most beautiful towns. In the Mongolian language, Altai means golden mountain, and there is a local saying that the Altai Mountains have 72 valleys, each filled with gold. What we see now, the Cocktail mine where the shepherds reside, is a typical representation of this. The Cocktail mine No. 3 not only contains gold, but also boasts over 140 different minerals. The abundance and variety of minerals, as well as their high quality and distinctiveness, are unique in China and rare in the world. The story behind it is truly remarkable and can be explored further through independent research. The natural scenery here is also breathtaking. The imposing granite mountains, formed by intense geological movements, rise abruptly and create the magnificent Ertix River Grand Canyon. It is also the source of the Ertix River, and the gurgling streams add a touch of liveliness to the surroundings. The Altai Mountains region truly lives up to its name as a world of ice and snow. Due to its proximity to the West Siberian Plain, it is the first to bear the brunt of the cold air that arrives each year, resulting in snow depths of several tens of centimeters. This has made it a renowned skiing destination in Asia and even the world. Moving on, we arrive at the southern part of the Zhangge Basin, where the magnificent Danxia landform of Wolansu Beach stretches along the banks of the Ertix River. It complements the lush and crisp scenery of the opposite river valley, creating a stark contrast that can be described as two different worlds separated by a river. It is also one of the iconic landscapes of the Altai region. Next, we will venture into the heartland of the Zhangge Basin, where Xinjiang's second largest lake, known as the Gobi Sea, Ramki Lake, is nestled. With its vast expanse of azure waters, it possesses a more bold and captivating temperament compared to the dynamic charm of Kanas. The stark contrast between the Gobi Desert and the Blue Sea leaves a lasting impression on anyone who beholds it. Finally, we arrive at the southernmost part of the Altai region, the second largest desert in China, the Gurban Desert. In stark contrast to the northern Altai Mountains, which are characterized by abundant moisture and dense vegetation, the desert presents a completely different landscape, as if it were a world of ice and fire. The vastness of the desert and the barrenness of the Gobi can be fully appreciated here. This is the crowning jewel of our journey, Altai, a beautiful, elegant, remote and mysterious place